Jason.
Jesse.
Francis.
25 Polaris Boost Dynamics.
I am on a 2025 Skidoo MXZ XRS 850 Turbo R competition package.
Awesome. Frank, what sled are you riding this year?
Skidoo Renegade XRS 24.
What's your favorite lunch food?
For me, my favorite lunch food, poutine.
Poutine?
Yes,
Quebec.
of course.
Steak.
For lunch? And last but not least, my name's Mike. Welcome to our 2025 Gaspesie tour. And obviously the answer is poutine. Sledaddicz is brought to you by Team Vincent Motorsports, Bergstrom Carbides, Ledger Performance, Ultimax Belts, Stud Boy Studs, and Radio World.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our Gaspe trip for 2025. So right now I'm in my room at the Hotel Universal in Riviere de Loup. Let's go down to breakfast and meet the boys. Who do we got over here?
What's going on?
Morning. Breakfast of champions over here. Jay, where are your 8 hard-boiled eggs?
No breakfast. That's all I could get, buddy.
Eggs and bacon. There we go.
We're just gonna eat some breakfast, get some food in us, and get packed up for this trip. And we'll catch up with you guys once we get on the sled.
Oh yes, oh yes. Here we are once again. My second trip to Gaspe just beginning with Jesse, my buddy Frank, and our buddy Jason here on this beautiful new Polaris Matrix. This thing is sick. Beautiful boost. And we're just getting a couple of things together here before we shove off and grab some fuel at the gas station next door. There's Jay all loaded up with his new Polaris boost. That is a customized boost to the max. The thing is absolutely gorgeous. Here comes Jess on his new comp. His first time in Gaspe, so I was really looking forward to this one, which will be great. And then our buddy Frank behind him here, also on a 9R. And we hooked up with him last year in Vallon. And it's great to have him back riding with us again. So we're just taking off from Hotel Universal. We're gonna grab some gas next door here and then jump on the trail, which is right out in front. This is a wicked spot to stay. It's amazing. Had a great meal last night as well too. Really good food here.
Always kind of a mess when we're getting ready to leave on a trip. Just doing a quick run back. Gotta lock the trailer in the truck. Just got some gas at the Petro can. Super convenient. It's literally on the property of the Hotel Universal. I have never been to a hotel with this many sledders, this many trailers, this many people in Canada. It's kind of crazy. They got a spa, they got a pool, they got a hot tub, they got a basically 5-star restaurant. Like, it's just unbelievable here. Where are the boys? Is this a photo opportunity? Mint. The sign of a trip starting. There we go. Looks like 384 kilometers to round out the day today. So I'll give you guys a long backstory. So I've been trying to get on a Gaspe trip, or rather, I've been trying to plan a Gaspe trip for the past 5 years in a row, this being the 5th year. Last year, Mike finally got to go, but the 3 years before that, I planned it, and then no one could make it except for me, so it got canceled. So I'm finally happy to be in Gaspe and riding these trails. I've been waiting to do it for years. Now, oh, look at that. Trails were groomed overnight. The other thing was, a couple years ago I went to New Brunswick, so I did pass by the Universel in Riviere when I turned to go down to Edmundston, but I've never ridden these trails. This is much anticipated, and I am so looking forward to the trip. So we pulled into Riviere yesterday around 4 p.m. And at that point I just had to get organized and get all my bags packed, because I literally got into Canada less than 24 hours before, went to my dad's, loaded up the trailer and everything, and left. So I packed my bags last night, or my saddle bags. And then with the weather coming, we're supposed to get 50 centimeters of snow in Matane and all around the Gaspe. So we kind of reoriented the trip to give us a day off, because tomorrow we're going to wake up to about 2.5 to 3 feet on the ground. And that is going to slow us down a little bit, and there might be some pretty brutal drifting. So we're going to be staying in Point-a-la-Croix tonight at the Hotel Interprovincial. The original plan was to do it clockwise and go to Matane today, but we changed it, because the days we're going to be coming through the north part of Gaspe is going to be snowy, and you want the best views possible, especially on the top part, according to Mike, because that's the most scenic. So we want those to be the sunny days. So that's why we reoriented the trip. 9 p.m. last night, I'm calling like 15 different hotels and getting rooms and making sure we're not going to be sleeping out on the trail. We got that all sorted, had a nice breakfast this morning, and now we're off. We're currently on the 85, just coming out of Riviere, and the trail's awesome. Clearly this was groomed overnight. It's very soft, which makes sense because there's a lot of fresh snow. But usually with fresh snow, I know as a groomer operator, it takes a couple passes to kind of get it to actually harden up. But it's friggin' mint. Everything is mint. I'm so happy to be here. I've needed this trip for so long. Med school is a lot. I enjoy it, but it's a lot of work, and I need a little bit of a break. And there's no better break than finally getting to ride the Gaspe. You could tell from the excitement in my voice, like I am genuinely pumped. I've got this comp absolutely loaded with all the bags I could possibly put on it. So I have my combo bag behind me that has a bunch of, sorry, at the focus at the road crossing. So yeah, I have my combo bag behind me that has a bunch of my tech, and then behind that I have the 40-liter dry bag that has all my clothing. And then behind that is the Link Sport bag. I have a little bit of ice fluid, and then on top of the ice, what else do I got in there? Some food and some snacks. That's about it. Just giving myself some room, and some hats I also have in there. But yeah, bags are loaded. I just got this riser bag, which I really like, and that's going to be holding my GoPro battery, so it's an easy swap versus having to open my saddlebag. So we're currently on the 526, and we're going to be turning onto the 85. And then the plan for today, we'll take the 85 east, we'll pull into Trois-Pistoles just to get gas. Then we'll make our way down the 5 and eventually end up on, I believe it is the 579 that goes to Domaine Valga. We'll stop there for lunch and then keep trucking down through Casa Pascal down to Pointe A La Croix. Today is the coldest day of the trip. It's negative 18 right now. We'll warm up to negative 12, and tomorrow it's gonna be 0. So it's gonna warm up quick. Wow, look at this. You can imagine if there's a lot of snow, that groomer might not be able to fit under that bridge. So this morning when getting out of the trailer, my sled actually threw a limp mode code. It went into limp mode. And I was like, oh no, what happened? Long story short, my fault. I turned on the sled, I let it warm up for a couple minutes, but I didn't wait quite long enough, and I moved it forward, and as soon as I moved it forward, it triggered the code. So I turned it off, let it sit for a little bit, let the code clear, restarted it, let it run for a while, and now it's completely gone and the sled is mint. Awesome bridge. So this 526 just takes us out of Riviere de Loup and back to the main 5. The 5 is like the top A in Ontario. It's the main trail that leads you all around the Gaspe Peninsula. So now we're finally on the 5 trail. So if you go that way, that will take you west towards Quebec City. And this way, we're going into the Gaspe Peninsula. We got the whole crew. We got Frank on his 900 Turbo 2024. We got Jason on his Polaris VR1 with dynamics. And we got Mike on the Lynx.
All right, everyone, welcome to Gaspe. We are rocking and rolling down the first of what will be a big 400-kilometer day today. Got Jesse and the crew behind me. I'm going to lead for a little bit here. We've got a good plan today. We're heading to Point-a-la-Croix, which will be a really nice tour down. Part of it is mountains, and some of it is just pretty good straight fast running through power lines and fields like you're seeing here. But I'm excited, man. I keep saying, like, since I've been to Gaspe, there's pretty much nothing like it. So I'm very excited to be back here. I'm excited to be with these guys, obviously. And can't wait. It's going to be, should be an awesome trip. We're doing 5 East. I'll just wait for the guys here behind me. It's pretty much 5 East the whole way. We did switch up our trip a little bit. We were going to initially do it clockwise, but now we're going to do it counterclockwise. Mainly just because we want to make sure that when we're riding in the mountains, we get perfectly sunny days. So we switched the trip around a little bit, and we also have a ton of snow that's about to drop. They're expecting about 50 centimeters of snow. I imagine that's going to be the most snow that any of us will ever see drop in one shot. So I am kind of excited. At the same time, we might have a blow day tomorrow or a snow day tomorrow. So we're gonna have to wait until Groomers get everything set up again just so we can get through. And I've heard from many guys who've been out this way that sometimes when it snows so bad they literally just end up staying in the hotel and having beers all day. So that could be what's going down tomorrow. We'll have to see what happens weather-wise. But excited to have you guys along. We got a wicked 6-day trip booked. And I'm stoked to be here with Jess. It's our first time together doing Gaspe. We've always talked about it. He wasn't able to make it last year, so it's this is the trip basically to put on the map for him this year, and I'm excited. He's in from New York for the week to make this one happen.
Everything's still intact. And Mike, look behind you. Look behind you. That's who I thought was you. Mike looked like. I think we're coming up to the intersection at the power line, and that's where there's either a clubhouse or a warm-up shack or something. First 50 kilometers of the day almost done, and not a single mogul. Oh, this is gorgeous.
Beautiful. Heads up. Nice expedition.
Time to start back. Yeah.
How we doing?
Doing good.
Now we're rolling.
Are we rolling?
Oh yeah, we're rolling. Nice, beautiful views.
So far, Mike?
Huh?
What have we done so far?
As far as mileage?
Yeah.
I think close to 60K.
60K?
Yep.
Just flushing the water out.
Super nice views. Trails are mint. As expected, they're perfect. They're perfect.
Parfait.
Trails are perfect.
Parfait.
Parfait.
Like a breakfast parfait.
Parfait. I think once you ride Gaspe, you just really realize it's like the pinnacle of snowmobiling. It's just unbelievable. Caught fresh groom again this morning. As you can see, it's pretty much perfect. And I think these guys are really going to enjoy the trip.
Club de Motoneige Les Pistolettes. Nice little resto bar. That's where we're going in to get gas and then coming back. Yeah, yeah. Just cutting a left here to head into Trois-Pistoles to get a little top up on some premium fuel at the Petro, and then we'll make our way back to that clubhouse and then continue actually south to get back on the 5. You can see Trois-Pistoles in the distance there. And there's the St. Lawrence. And how many kilometers have we done so far?
79.
So 79 kilometers. I burnt 18 liters. You used how much?
Around the same.
Around the same. Frank used 16. Jason used 21 on the dynamics with the boost. What do you hold? Oh, there's some octane booster. And then Jay, what's in that? What's that red fluid?
That's extra oil because I got to carry enough oil to
to run a small industrial vehicle. We've got 2 jugs of oil, plus the water bottle, plus what's in his tank, plus some booster that he's leaking all over the place. Don't drop that cap in the tank.
That's just to keep it from blowing up.
Look, Mike, same issue. Snow dust.
Yeah.
These manufacturers need to make a sealed glove box compartment. It can't be that hard. It's not rocket science. And now we head back. And now we're back at the Pistolettes relay. Now we're on the junction of the 5 and the 571, and then we'll continue on the 5. So we finally turned onto the power line on the 5. So this is about 60 kilometers of power line. Pretty quick running with some hills and a couple slight turns, but not really. Nothing special, but this will get us another third of the way probably to our lunch stop. All right, we're just at Club La Tang de Moulin, and we're gonna keep on rolling. We've got a lunch stop planned and it's not here, so we'll keep heading down the power line trail, which has been pretty mint so far. There's a few sledders out today. We passed about 25 of them.
Oh, just a few. Just a few. It's family day long weekend. What do you expect? The busiest day, and yet the trails still aren't trashed, and it's almost 11 in the morning.
Yeah. I think we're out of the power line now. We're back in the bush, and we're just a couple kilometers, probably 20K outside of Rimouski. And that's when we're gonna start heading a little bit south. Forget the trail number, but it will lead us to eventually to Domaine Valga. I hear Mike in my ear giggling like a schoolgirl because he loves his lynx. Yeah, he's telling me it's a skeet angler. You can go, Mike. Yeah, to the right. Lookout spot with the bridge here. Beautiful. We're gonna go down this trail. 4 kilometers down the trail there's another lookout, so we're gonna go check that out. So we just popped off the 5, and then we're kind of going down this little local side trail here, and it said back at the split that about 4 kilometers down this road there's a lookout, so we're gonna go check that out and see what's going on up here. Nice little trail though, through the woods. Whoa. Hello. Yeah. Now, I want to keep rolling. Just want to make sure that I went the right way. I assume I did because this is groomed. Yes, this is for motoneiges. Lots of people skiing here, hanging out. This is a T. Yeah, now this is gonna probably climb up a bit, right? Wow. Cool. On the other side. Wow, beautiful.
Jesse yapping away in my ear. This is what we do. We just yip yap all day about nothing and laugh.
What do you think the depth is here?
That's probably 3.5, 4 feet.
And I'm not even at the bottom. I'm just at.
I went from 100% to 10.
Now I'm at my like.
Yeah, it's deep. Hello, how are you?
Fine, you?
Good?
Good night?
Hmm?
A lot of snow?
Yes, lots of snow.
Come from?
Ontario.
You need those today.
Yeah. You're from here?
Yeah.
What part of, like from this area, or you live here?
Just 10 kilometers here.
Oh, you're lucky.
Sledaddicz, just beside.
Okay, nice.
Yeah. You are here for a long day?
A week.
well-
We're doing all around Gaspe.
Oh, cool.
So
Yeah.
for
A beautiful
6 days.
60 jours?
Yeah.
60 days.
Yeah.
6
6 days.
Yeah.
Just hanging a left here on the 578. And this is going to take us all the way across to Domaine Valga. Just on the 579. Coming into Domaine Valga shortly. It's always nice when you're riding the refreshing trails of Quebec to hear Mike burp in your ear. Domaine Valga, 2 kilometers. There we go. Mike, which way am I going? This way? Is it right? This place is cool. To stay here. Well, they're also pushed. Well, but bro, that's because all the snow where you're standing has been pushed over. But yeah, the banks are high. This place is crazy. What a beautiful like property. Oh yeah, they're the sledders. Not nearly as busy as you thought, Mike. Okay, time to get some food, chillax for a bit. We'll see you guys back on the trail after. All right, just came back to Domaine Valga, had some lunch, really good chili today, and it's great to be back here. This place is absolutely gorgeous. Nothing beats it. In the middle of nowhere, they got like some log cabins that they rent out on the lake too. Beautiful spot. And as usual, we're stuffed. It's gonna be a little bit of a slow go now, but we have a cool section coming up of super thick snow-covered trees that we're hoping to get to. And then we'll just make our way down. We just took a look at the map, and the weather front, the storm is on its way. It should be here by like 5 p.m. And then after that, it will be 1 centimeter an hour till 8. And then by the time we wake up tomorrow, about 45 to 50 centimeters of snow will be on the ground. So that will be interesting. All the sleds coming in. That groomer is making some darn good trails, I'll tell you that. A good old lamb track. And the mountains are among us. It looks like we're going right into them, which we are. Just outside of St. Gabriel, we stopped for a quick fill-up, and now we're making our way southeast towards Amqui area.
So this was kind of crazy. As we were coming down the last part of that mountain section where you saw all the snow up at the top with the windmills, we actually came across the groomer, who was absolutely buried in about 20 feet of snow. So these guys here, one of them was the groomer operator, another guy from the local club, just trying to sort of figure out and assess the situation to figure out what they're going to do. They had another snowcat, I think, coming up to try to get them, give them a pull out. And yeah, it was pretty crazy, but definitely a lot of snow up there. So they actually told us to take the ATV trail on the way back down just because of how blown out it was. And it was just because there was so much wind happening up there. Pretty dangerous. You definitely got to be careful when you're getting up into these mountains, and just be aware of your surroundings and the weather for sure.
It was the ATV trail back there that's showing on this map. This is going a different direction.
Is this the sled trail?
What?
Is this the snowmobile trail?
Yeah, so it appears like it is.
He said to take the ATV.
That's why we're going back to the ATV trail. One sec. What?
Old Money K, sur le Point-a-la-Croix.
A good amount.
He told me 90.
90?
Yeah.
He's full of shit.
If we go from Saint-Irène.
We're going directly from St. Irene the fastest way. Yeah.
No,
That's yeah. Well, we are finally at our last gas stop of the day at Coopérative de Consommateurs de Saint-Irene, Termel gas station. They have super, that's awesome, at $3.66 a liter. So a little bit pricey, but that's what you get when you're kind of rural. We just got out of the mountain range and filled up fuel, and now we have about 120 kilometers down to Point-a-la-Croix. Storm's coming in about an hour and a half, so we're going to try to make it as much as we can. We'll have to ride a little bit in the snow. Hopefully it won't be too bad. We'll show up to Pointe-a-la-Croix, check into the Hotel Interprovincial, and have some dinner. There goes the moose. I was going right for them.
Hey, I can't get out of here.
Why not? Go. No. Leave it.
I didn't think it was 10 feet deep there.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Let go. I got it, Frank. So we are just 53 kilometers out of Point-a-la-Croix. Frank's taking a pee on the side of the trail. Jason got stuck. We were switching sleds and trying other people's sleds out. And now we got one more 53 kilometer pull, and then hopefully get some supper. The storm hasn't started yet. I said it was supposed to start around 5. It is 5:03, so it's probably coming in soon. The sky doesn't look too happy, but we'll see what happens. Nice little bridge. Little warm-up shack there. And we are officially getting closer. You can start to see the town of Pointe-a-la-Croix in the distance, peeking out of the darkness. Definitely a little beat up the last 10 kilometers outside of town. We are just 4 kilometers now from getting back, or arriving rather. But yeah, it's always nice to see civilization pop out of complete desolate forest. Super twisty the last 20k in. Once you turn off of the main kind of pipeline coming it down, it's still the 5, but you turn into like a narrower trail, or turns into a narrower trail, and then it's twisty the last 15k or so.
Alright, well unfortunately I lost audio on my last file just coming into Hotel Interprovincial here in Pointe-a-la-Croix. This is an awesome spot to stay, great restaurant on site, and even better is they have these little garages that you can rent out for the night. I think it was like $25 a night or something like that.
to store your sleds in. So we knew that there was a huge snowstorm coming in, so this worked out really well. So everybody parked their sleds in there, and that was a pretty awesome day. Epic 400-kilometer day, taking us from Riviere de Loup down to Point-a-la-Croix, and giving the crew, their first sort of taste of Gaspe. Thanks again for watching the video as always, guys, and we'll see you on day 2.